Hunter Brown, I biggest thing that happened was he stopped throwing the slider and favored the cutter. And against right-handed batters, and the slider had a 50% ICR early on, and then he moved to the cutter that had a 27% ICR. And that's really the biggest news. He doesn't really have anything that is super elite. He's someone that on a given day will be like, all right, today's the one I throw four seamers more.
Mhm.
This is the one I throw sinkers. And yes, sinkers are more to right-handers and lefties for four seamers, but still actually like blending that as well. Curveball can be that pitch at times for him as like the main whiff pitch, but I'm still waiting for something to just wow me completely inside of Hunter Brown's arsenal. He's an IVB, about 16 to 17 of IVB at 96 miles per hour. And then he mixes that with the sinker inside the zone. And that is what's helping him, I think, the most. He's more of that two pitch inside the zone fastball that deviates, right? And I'm a huge fan of mixing the two. And really keeping guys off balance of like, is it going this way or is it going that way at this velocity? And it's why this four seamer has like a 14% swing strike rate. And it's why the sinker had a 27% ICR this past year. So all of that combined is someone that I think has a good foundation of just like, cool, these things work, is going to get innings, and has some whiffability here that can be developed in more. However, it was a 127 whip. And yes, there is a lot to be said about the beginning of the year for Hunter Brown, where the first 8 weeks or so until May 22nd, it was terrible. And after that, with the cutter, it was a 2.31 ERA with a 109 whip and a 26% K rate with an overall 31% ICR.
Mhm.
So you know, I feel like that should be real to some extent because of that cutter being so effective against right-handers. And I also feel as if he needs a better swinging strike rate pitch than what he has. So I go back and forth a little bit about how much of that was just kind of good fortune. How much was it just kind of throwing things in the zone and getting by with it? Or how much is it that, no, this is a foundation that you can really build upon? But I found myself raising Hunter Brown more and more as I went on with this. And he is that mold of like good foundation, room
Yep.
for growth that has me going after Hunter Brown more than I expected.